Hello children. So let's start Hindi class with a revision of alphabets. What are alphabets called in Hindi? We have two kinds of alphabets. One is Swar and one is Vyanjan, which you have already learned very well now. Okay. So now let's do a revision of Swar for the time being. Okay. So let me say namaste to you. नमस्ते बच्चों. तो शुरू करते हैं स्वर. ठीक है? Let me write swar. S-W-A-R swar. Then swar starts with a and it ends with aha. Okay? Now come on, let us start writing. Okay? So how to start writing a? First you write a 3 then a sleeping line from the middle of the 3 and then a standing line and then a small sleeping line on top. There is something that you should always remember. There is no line that covers the head of the A. And one more thing you should always remember. Touch the line when you write the letters, and Hindi is always written from down the line. Line के नीचे से लिखना है, कभी भी ऊपर मत लिखो. नीचे means down, ऊपर means up. English we always write on top of the line, like how I have written the spelling of swar here. But Hindi we always write from down the line. And you always start writing the letters by touching the line. Now let me go to the next swar, okay? Just leave one finger's gap and write the next swar, which is A. Write A and put one more standing line and then a sleeping line on top. So this is A say anar and A say am. Now let's go to the next swar. I hope you remember what is the next swar. Leave one finger's gap and write. Start from the line. Remember to start from the line. A small standing line and then write S, the English letter S, and put a small loop here. And then remember to put the closing line on top. You must notice that teacher is writing everything from down the line and I am also touching the line and writing. So now we finished A say anar, A say am, I say imli, and now we are going to E say eek. For this I will first write I say imli. पहले मैं इमली लिखूंगी और उसके ऊपर एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन मार्क लिखूंगी ऐसा. ठीक है? So this becomes E. E से eek. इसके बाद one finger's gap. Leave one finger's gap and write O. O is very easy to write because it is just 3. It is just the number 3 with a sleeping line on top. So A say anar, A say am, I say imli, I say eek, U say ullu, then U say oon. I will write 3 and then I will put a loop like this from the middle of 3. So now we finished 6 swar. Let us go to the next swar. What is the next swar? A, I, U, Ri. So Ri I am going to write in the next line. Next line means always when you write Hindi, make sure that you leave one line and then write. Because if you write in the very next line, it is going to hit each other and you will not have place to write this letter properly. Okay? So Ri is a very special letter. So I am going to write it right in the middle of the next line. So a standing line and a V which is looking that side. From the center of the V and put a loop and another loop down. So this is Ri say Rishi. So we finished A, I, U, almost like the sofa that is there in your house, okay? This is like you can sit here. It looks like that. And then just inside the sofa, you put another small standing line like this and a closing line on top. उसके ऊपर एक sleeping line भी डाल दो. तो ये है A से AD. Now leave one finger's gap and write ऐसे ऐनक. How do I write ऐसे ऐनक? Again I will write A and then I have to put one tail going up. Now what do? I have to start from this standing line and put a tail on top. So this becomes ऐसे ऐनक. E, U, ri, e. The next word is O, say, Oakley. Again I am going to write a 3, a sleeping line, standing line, one more standing line, and then from the second standing line I am going to put a tail on top. Now another sleeping line to complete this letter. I will just put a short sleeping line. Remember, no sleeping line should be drawn on top of the head of a. Okay? So this is O se Oakley. After O se Oakley comes O se Aurat. I am going to write 3 again. Sleeping line from the middle. Standing line. One more standing line. And then this time from the second standing line. Remember to start from the second standing line, not from the first one. From the second standing line, I am going to put not one, I am going to put 2 tails. So this makes it O se Aurat. What is the difference between Oakley and Aurat? O and O. Here there is only one tail starting from the second standing line. Whereas here there are 2 tails starting from the second standing line. So now we finish a, e, u, ri, e, o, ow. Only 2 more swar left. And what are they? And aha. I will write first and then put a nice dot on top. This is the So this dot makes this letter Now let us go to the last swar, which is aha. And aha are very easy to write. You wrote by writing a and with a matra with a dot on top, which is called the matra. And aha we are going to write with a and 2 dots on the side. How do you put the 2 dots? Not one away from another. One dot and the other dot should be just below. Just like how we have the first floor house and the second floor house. The dots should not go away. Dots should be just first floor down and just right above it comes the second dot. Okay, so this is aha. Now we have completed revising a till aha. All these letters are called the swar. Come on, let's repeat. A se anar, A se aam, I se imli, I se eek, U se ullu, U se ool, Ri se rishi, E se edi, E se ऐनक, O से ओखली, O से औरत, से अंगूर और आहा. आ ई उ रि ए ओ आओ aha. So children, I hope you have done the revision properly of to aha today. Always remember, learning the alphabets are very important. It is very important to learn the alphabets before you start learning how to make words and sentences. तो नमस्ते बच्चों, अब हमने स्वर रिविजन कर लिए, अब हम सीखेंगे व्यंजन. Let us revise व्यंजन. Okay? I am going to write Vyanjan as the heading today. And what are the Vyanjans that we are going to revise? From K. K se Ha tak. K se kabutar se, Ha se tak. And just as I told you when we learned Swar, always remember to write Hindi from down the line and always remember to touch the line and write. लाइन के नीचे लिखना है हमेशा और लाइन को टच करते ही शुरू करना है. तो पहले लिखते हैं क फैमिली. ओके, लेट क फैमिली. तो क से कबूतर. क कैसे लिखते हैं देख लो. क से कबूतर. लीव वन फिंगर्स गैप एंड राइट ख. ख से खाना. Remember children, both of them have the same sound. Both these letters have the same sound. But this is just K. Okay? Without any stress or force, this is just K and this is K. Okay? Whenever you say this, tell it with an extra force, tell it with extra push. Okay? So, K se kabutar, K se khana, उसके बाद ग से गाना. क ख ग. In the K family, क से कबूतर, ख से खाना, ग से गाना, उसके बाद घ से घर. घ से घर. Okay? Then the last alphabet in this family is ng. Ng. You have to write a standing line, a S and one dot here. Okay, on the side. This dot you should not put it down, you should not put it on top, you should only put it on the side. So this is the K family for you. This is the first family of the Vyanjans. K se kabutar, K se khana, G se gana, G se gar, Ng. Khali. K kha, G kha, Ng. The next family is the Ch family. Ch se chammach. Chammach means spoon. Then Ch se chhatri. Then J se jahaj. Then Jh se jhanda. And the last alphabet or the last Vyanjan in this family is Nya. Nya, which is khali. There is no word for Nya. Okay? So, Cha, Cha, Ja, Ja, Nya. Okay? So, we finished K family. We finished Cha family. Now, we are going to the Ta family. So, पहला व्यंजन है ट से टमाटर, ठ से ठप्पा, ड से डमरू, ढ से ढक्कन and the last one आखिरी व्यंजन है अणा. अणा. अणा you say by rolling your tongue and touching on top of your palate. Okay? अणा. ट ठ ड ढ अणा. So we finished K family, Ch family, T family. Now we have to go to the Ta family. Okay? So Ta se tarbuz. Then Tha se thermos. Now when you write Tha se thermos, you have to remember that the sleeping line on top of this letter is going to be very small. You should not put a closing line or this sleeping line on the head of Tha. Okay? Always remember that. So, Ta, Tha and the next letter is Da. Da se darwaza. Darwaza means door. Then Dha. Dha se dhanush. तो हमने त फैमिली में लिखा. In the त family we wrote त से तरबूज, थ से थर्मस, द से दरवाजा, ध se dhanush. And remember, when you write dha se dhanush, the sleeping line on top should be a small one. Do not write the sleeping line on the head of dha. So you have learnt two letters till now in the Vyanjans. One is tha and one is dha, where the sleeping line does not cover the head of dha. And the last Vyanjan in this family is na. Na se nal. So the tha, the dha, na. Next we go to the pa family. Okay. Pa se patang. Uske baad after that fa se phal. Uske baad after that ba se batak. उसके बाद भ से भालू. नाउ हियर अगेन यह एक ऐसा व्यंजन है जिसके ऊपर, जिसके सर के ऊपर हम लाइन नहीं लगाते. दिस इज अनदर लेटर वेयर वी डू नॉट पुट द क्लोजिंग लाइन ऑन द हेड ऑफ द लेटर. On th, on th and on bh you do not put a long sleeping line. You only put a long sleeping line on top of this standing line. Okay. So going on to the last letter in this pa family, which is ma se machli. Pa fa ba bha ma. So we finished the pa family also, starting from ka, cha family, ta family, ta family, pa family, and now we go to the ya family, which is starting with ya se yagya, र से रस्सी, ल से लड़का लड़की, बॉय लड़का, गर्ल लड़की, देन व से वन, य र ल व. Now the last line over here, the last family is the sh family. sh se shalgam. Then sh se shatkon. The next Vyanjan is sa se sam or sarak. And the last Vyanjan here is ha se hati. Now can you repeat these letters with me? Come on. Ka se kabutar, kha se khana, ga se gana, घ से घर, न खल. च से चम्मच, छ से छतरी, ज से जहाज, झ से झंडा, ञ खल. ट से टमाटर, ठ से ठप्पा, ड से डमरू, ढ से ढक्कन, ण खल. त से तरबूज, थ से थर्मस, द से दरवाजा, ध से धनुष, न से नल. प से पतंग, फ से फल, ब से बतख, भ से भालू, म से मछली. य से यज्ञ, र से रस्सी, ल से लड़का लड़की, व से वन. श से शलगम, श से षटकोण, स से सड़क, ह से हाथी. Let us tell it one more time. K kh, g gh, ng, ch छ, ज झ, ञ, ट ठ, ड ढ, ळ, त थ, द ध, न, प फ, ब भ, म, य र ल व, श sh sa ha. So after this, children, if you remember when you were in class 2, we learned some special Vyanjans called Sayukta Vyanjans, where we put two different Vyanjans together and we made a new Vyanjans. Do you remember what they were? 4 Sayukta Vyanjans. The first one I am going to write here on the side here. Ksha. Ksha se Kshatriya, Ksha. Then Tra. A standing line and a V to the side is Tra. Tra say Trishul. Then the next Sayukta Vyanjan is Gya. Gya say Gyani. And the last Sayukta Vyanjan that you learnt is Shra. Shra say Shram, hard work. So these four are the Sayukta Vyanjans. Ksha, Tra, Gya, Shra. So children, these are all the Vyanjan that you have learnt previously. Make sure that you revise all of them properly. You not only should you know how to read this, you should also write and practice them so very well that you know to read it well and write it well. Okay. So before we go on to learn something new, make sure that you know all this very well. Okay. Thank you.